Hey, welcome to the Facebook Melaleuca Co-op setup here. Get ready for a very exciting time as you work these leads. So we're going to start with right here, big picture why this works. It's just important to know that where the leads come from, how they got generated, and what to do with them. Okay, so it starts out with, as we can see here, they see the Facebook ad, and the ad is talking about timing, early position. It's also mentioning, depending on the lead ad that they saw, uh, consumable products, organic, safe products, and making money. So they see the ad, they finally, number two here, fill out the form. Now, Facebook, because they're on Facebook, already knows who they are. It will pre-fill some of their information. This builds trust and confidence in the process. They're going to have to confirm their information twice. That means they're serious about it. They didn't just click a thing and move on. They had to do this twice. Then they reach the download page and they get the ebook that was promised, which you can get a copy of it. And the ebook is reinforcing this early timing, get position message. Then they get an instant email that thanks them, as you can see here, gives them the link again in case they bounced off the page, and so they're covered if they didn't download it right then and there. Now, here's the really important part for us in terms of any leads we've ever worked before. The 14-day warm-up starts. Every 2 days they get an email, and as you can see here, it's reminding them that they asked for the information, that timing matters. The company rep is going to be reaching out. So think about this, 14 days, 2 emails a day. They're going to get 7 emails telling them this is a good move and you're going to be contacted. Now you get the lead. 14 days has gone by. Okay? And they say non-negotiable. Well, it's just be smart, right? Number one, as soon as you get that lead, it would be awesome if it came in and you were just right there ready. But within that same, several hours, you're going to send them a text. And it's going to say something to the effect of, hey, just want to reach out. We're going to need about 5 minutes to tell you the information you need to know. Period. Don't launch into anything, as it says here. No pitching, explaining, no links, nothing. But it was right now, quick on the bunny. You sent them a text acknowledging their existence, acknowledging what they've done. Okay? Now, as it says here, save the contact in the right way. I don't know what you use. We use Google's contacts and calendar and so on. But they've got good advice here so that you know who this person is that is connected to the co-op. If in the first name slot you have their first and last name, and then for their last name you say Facebook prospect, then if they call you or text you or you look them up, you can see it's Bill Smith, first name, last name, Facebook prospect. Now you know, all right? Light follow up. If they don't respond to the very first text that you sent, wait a couple days, day or two, as it says, send another text. Just checking back. Do you have 5 minutes to talk? I've got some good info for you. Bam, send it off. And as it says here, that 5 minutes lowers their defenses because they're not wondering or fearing, oh man, if I get them on the phone, I can't get them. No, none of that. All right. So when you do talk to them, we're now going to move out of this into what are you going to say to them? Well, here it is. This comes from their information, but it morphs into our specific storyline. So let's see if I can get that down there where you can see it. And oh, that's it. It says the 6 questions to open their mind. And the recording is I can't quite get it there. Oh wait, I know how I can. Just drop the whole browser down, right? There we go. Hey, the 6 questions that opens their mind. Okay, first obvious question. They're like, hello, hey, Bob. Yeah, hey, good to meet you, so on and so forth, little 1 or 2 sentences of chit chat. Then, what was it about the Facebook ad that got your attention? You do want to know that. That that's going to give you a wealth of information you can leverage later. All right. Then, this is actually an embedded command. There's a lot of meta speak, as it's called, speaking between the lines. Question number 2, you're going to ask them out of these 6 questions. So I'm curious, have you ever been involved in a business you started from Facebook before? They're going to say no, most likely, like 99 out of 100 times. But there is an embedded command, business you started from Facebook. It's helpful. Anyway, number 3, this is the big one, the big question. So let me ask you, if you could change just one thing that would make your life better. Now, this is structure you're getting here. It could actually sound like this. Hey, Bob, if you could change one thing that would make your life better, easier, less stress, more fun, right? Build a conversation out of it. What would that thing be? And it's very important you don't, wow, yeah, and interrupt. You want them to speak without a sound coming out of your mouth until they have run out of gas. And that's not likely to be long. It may be something as sort of, I'd dump my job. Oh, I'd get a new car. Wow, we'd move out of the neighborhood we're in. Wait until you're sure they're done and not just taking a moment to think. Because right now you don't want them to feel pressured or like you're waiting to pounce. Low-key, soft touch. They're going to tell you stuff. And, you might ask them, again, this is a structure. So they say, well, I would get rid of the job I'm in because I hate it. Oh, pause. So what is it about that you hate? Just 1 or 2. To get them, because what's important here is that we've touched a nerve and we're exposing it, right? Okay. Once you've seen that that's run its course, now question number 4. So, Bob, what would it take to make that happen? Silence. They may have a long or a short answer. Well, it would take, and then they're going to tell you whatever it is, more money, a better job. It would take something, right? Let them talk, explore it just a little bit. Now we come to question number 5. Ooh, they didn't see this coming. Wow, Bob, so what's your plan to do that? There's only 3 answers. No plan. Had a plan, didn't work. That's the 2 most common. No plan is like, if I had a plan, blah, 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 Or they may say, well, here's my plan. And they actually have a plan and they're working it. Cool. Their answer really doesn't matter that much because now you're going to go to 5A most of the time, especially for these co-op leads. So, Bob, let me ask you, because they've just said, let's just say I don't have a plan. If I had a plan, I'd do something, right? But I don't. 5A. So, Bob, do you ever buy stuff online like Amazon, Walmart, stores like that? Super important that they say yes. Super important that they don't say, no, I don't trust that online stuff. Well, chances are you're not going to hear that because they're a Facebook lead. Make sense? So yeah, something. Great. Question 6. We're about to reel them in. So, Bob, if you could make that change, now you can, again, this is structure. So, Bob, if you could get that where you don't need that job anymore. Bob, if you could buy that car, if you could, whatever it is, if you say the thing they said, it's very powerful, right? Just by changing stores where you buy things you use every day at home. Would you like to see a plan that's worked for others? What's Bob going to say? Well, what is it? Yeah. How's that work? You never ever, and if we go back to it here just a second, scroll on down somewhere where it basically says you never pitch them. That'll be in here. You never try pitching them or explaining or anything here. There's only one mission: set an appointment to either get on a Zoom, meet with the person that you work with that has all those answers. Whatever it is, it's an appointment setting conversation. Okay? So, there's some alternatives here that you can see. Instead of saying if you could make that change happen, if you could buy that car just by changing stores. So instead of 6 primary, you could say, well, Bob, I may have something that could help with that. Would you like to see what it is? Set the appointment. Well, Bob, I have a friend that has helped people with the same issues. Would you like me to see if he has any ideas for you? These are just alternatives, but with these, because by the way, just real quickly, you can use this with anybody. If they're not a Facebook lead, just leave the first 2 out and just ask somebody kind of out of the blue, hey, I'm curious. If you could change one thing in your life right now to make things better, less stress, happier, more fun, what would that be? Just ask it out of the blue. And for a while, until you get good with it, comfortable with it, when they tell you, say, great, I was just kind of curious. I had a friend asking me. And let it go for a while. If you want to pursue it, of course, after they've told you what it is, you could say, oh, well, what would it take to make that happen? Huh? And let them tell you. And then, wow, so what's your plan to do that? It's applicable anywhere. But on the Facebook leads, you do need to start out with, what was it about that Facebook ad that caught your attention, right? And then I'm curious if you've ever been involved in a business you started from Facebook before. That's an embedded command, by the way. So, all right. Now, this is an opportunity we've never really had where the leads have been given company-specific information without saying the name Melaleuca, and they've been warmed up for us for 2 weeks with 7 emails, letting them know they're going to be contacted. These leads are not shared. They're not co-sponsored, nothing. These are your leads, period. Very cool. We'll be doing role-playing and whatever it takes to make this work for you. That's it. Bye for now.